The opportunities may start with education. This current government has introduced free senior high school. It's a leveler education. What are you going to do to beat that?
We will start from the free, compulsory, universal basic education.
It's already in existence.
It's not compulsory.
It is.
Who enforces it?
The GES has a way of enforcing. The community has a way of enforcing.
They haven't enforced it, and that is why I will step out of your studios right now, go downstairs, and I'll see children loitering around. Well, now because of COVID, they are. But yes, even before
How would you make
COVID,
education compulsory at the basic level?
Well, you must hold parents accountable.
How?
You know, I'll tell you what. I'll give you an example, and because I have experienced it before. It wasn't here; it was in another jurisdiction. But it was easy. I didn't go to school for one day because it's compulsory. There's somebody who checks. There are checks and balances in school to check who is in school today. And when I didn't show up, the next day I went to school and I was sanctioned for not coming to school.
It happens in basic schools.
It doesn't happen all across basic schools.
If you don't go to school, in my village, we send a team to go and bring you from wherever you are.
Good thing that it's in your village.
And you are lashed.
Is it in Gomuan Kwanta?
Most likely it would be.
It is not.
I attended a basic government school.
I attended a basic government school.
So if it
used to exist, but it doesn't exist anymore. And if it exists, why do we see the kids on the streets?
So you want a child to be punished for not showing up in school the following day?
Well, it's not so much punishment. You know, my punishment on that day that I didn't go to school just meant that I spent a few more hours in school on that afternoon when school was out, called detention. What do you do in detention? You just study some more. It just helps you, you know. So there are ways in which this can be addressed. First of all the sectors of government must work. The education sector must work and work in total, so that when children are in school, there is actually an inspectorate board that is making sure that we have
circuit supervisors. They ride motorbikes and drive pickup trucks to basic schools to ensure that there's discipline and there's attendance. I have one in my village called Jojonjo. He always brought his motorbike and ensured that...
Your village must be very unique, and that must explain why you are sitting here.
I don't know how unique it is.
I would want someone from Vehicle sitting here and interviewing me one day. Then I'll know that it is working everywhere.
So there's free SHS. You are just going to implement the compulsory aspect of F-Cube. That's your biggest plan in education. What is the other?
The other plan is this. We'll have to abolish the BECE.
Why?
Because every child must be educated at least to the SHS level.
Okay.
Because you see, for example, people say, oh, the Okada riders, for example, they don't even know the rules and regulations. If everybody is educated to the SHS level and at least can read and write, today we will have a different kind of society where people are more informed and are more empowered.
Is that what BECE offers you? You read and write. You write 9 subjects.
Didn't you say, and sometimes I hear these things from the City FM, didn't you say on City, was it last week, that our children cannot even read by class 6?
But that's why you have to test them at BECE to check. Otherwise, you are going to let them continue to SHS.
Only way to check people. There can be regular assessments of the school, of the systems, of how the teachers are performing. And then the exam is the ultimate. You know, if you are only using tests, you are educating kids only to put them in an exam room, which almost always is not very congenial. It's not the best test of a school or an education system, just by exams. Your teachers and the work they do regularly, and indeed the standard in the schools must be tested.